Hello, and welcome to another creepy and true Louisiana legend. This is the story of Vivianne St. Laurent, also known as the Soul Eater. Now, Vivianne was born in Louisiana in 1824. Her mother did not survive her birth, and it is said that her mother was her first victim. Vivianne was taken in and raised by the midwife who attended in her birth. She was raised in a small town that no longer exists. It is said that even as a child, Vivianne could mesmerize you with her words and put you in a trance if you stared at her eyes for too long. Of course, she grew up to be a stunning young woman, and men came from near and far to court her and ask for her hand in marriage. Eventually, at the age of 20, Vivianne accepted a proposal from Philippe St. Laurent, whose family had come directly from France. And of course, they were incredibly wealthy. And he was able to give Vivianne everything she wanted. You see, when you have privilege, you can be as monstrous and as evil as you want to be, because people are not going to question your social graces or your wealth. And Vivianne was well aware of this. And she used that as a way to lure her victims in. She would take young women, offer them a job in her home as a housekeeper, as a cook, as her personal attendant. And to everyone else, seemed as though Vivianne was a kind soul, taking in young women who had nowhere to go. But that was not the case. Vivianne and Philippe lived a very privileged life in a beautiful mansion in New Orleans. So there were ample opportunities available for her to find victims and an unlimited supply. Vivianne used to throw these beautiful parties. The best of New Orleans and across Louisiana would come and enjoy. And while her guests were being entertained, Vivianne would lure one of those young women to a secret room in her house where it is said she would mesmerize them with her eyes and take their soul from their body. Now, this would happen over a period of about 10 years. No one noticed. No one said anything. It was just another young woman who had run off and abandoned her job. And how dare they do such a thing after Vivianne had been so kind to them? Until the body of a young woman was found near the river. She was shriveled up, aged, hair white, mouth frozen in terror. The only reason it was known who this particular young woman was because of a piece of jewelry she was wearing. That is when the rumors began that Vivianne was perhaps a vampire, but she wasn't. Vivianne was something different, some other type of monster who survived on the souls of these young women. It kept her young and beautiful and vibrant. And when too many questions began to be asked about why she never aged, that is when Vivianne began to move to different places, change her name, but still the same monster. When Vivianne was over 100 years old, she reappeared in New Orleans. And the rumors began again after a few years. But at this point, of course, she had a different name, different husband, and a different existence. And the disappearances began. This time, people were more aware. Because you see, the legend of Vivianne St. Laurent had never died. And little did they know, neither had she. So again, Vivianne had to disappear under the cover of darkness, of course. Allegedly, never to be seen again. However, in 1992, a woman appeared in a town in New York claiming to be Vivianne St. Laurent, saying that her gift, as she called it, was bestowed upon her through a curse placed upon her mother by a witch down in the bayous of Louisiana. It seems as though Vivianne's mother had an affair with the wrong woman's husband and became pregnant. And that wife went to that witch and asked her to place a curse upon that child. And that she did. And that is how her mother became her first victim. Now, of course, people didn't believe until young women in the town started to disappear. Of course, after a while, Vivianne again disappeared into the night, never to be seen again. Or has she? There is a woman living right outside of New Orleans who bears a striking resemblance to Vivianne St. Laurent. Now, I haven't heard any rumors yet, but I am keeping my eyes open. So when you visit Louisiana, keep your eyes open, keep your ears sharp. And if you find yourself being mesmerized by the eyes of a woman, I suggest you get away as quickly as possible.